Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I am Conistep and this is going to be part 11 of my early campaign where I'm playing as Aragon. And I've just about finished conquering Spain because in the last episode I did actually take it to the Spanish and it was pretty easy, to be honest. I decided to leave Portugal for now. However, they did just retreat from Leon and I was able to take this without a fight. And then I did fight the king and then all of his sons in Navarre and I was able to kill all of them and take out the entire Spanish family. So they're done. The Spanish are done for. There is still this remaining rebel stack here in Portugal, which I will have to deal with, of course. But this stack should not be aggressive, so I can deal with it on my own time. I'm not going to wait too long here. I do want to, get to it when I can. But for now, I do want to just finish off these garrisons in these castles here in Navarre and Leon. This is going to take 4 turns to starve out, and I don't want to wait that long. So I will simply just be attacking them. One of these armies does have a ballista, so that's going to help me break down one of the walls of the gates or something. And then same thing here in Leon. This is going to take 3 years to starve out, so I don't want to wait that long. I'm going to go in there and deal with that as well. And once I'm done dealing with this, then I can send my king's army down to Portugal and I can take them on. I was thinking about leaving an army here in Cordoba. In fact, maybe what I will do is send this army here to take out this army here in Portugal and then send my king's army from Leon down to Cordoba, just to kind of keep a presence to face off against the Almohads. We are allies right now, so that's great. No more war between us, but just the fact that they have 2 emissaries hanging out in Cordoba kind of indicates that they're looking at me and kind of seeing what do I have. So I don't want to give them an opportunity to fight against me. I don't want to start another war. I want to trade with them. I want to be friends, even though I, took their land from them. So, yeah, that's going to be, and the thing is, so the reason why it's going to be important for me to take these territories pretty quickly instead of waiting the turns to starve these garrisons out is because I am at a deficit now as far as money goes. I'm making a negative 119 per turn, and I'm already at negative 752 as far as my treasury goes. So I can't train anything, and I can't build anything right now. And that's a little bit stressful, but it's not really too bad as long as you have an out, If you're in the negative for a long term and you have no out, that's scary, but if you're in it for a couple of turns just because you're going to war and you're trying to finish up the enemy, alright, that's fine, because what's going to happen is I'm going to finish up this war, I'm going to make money off these lands, and then I can disband my mercenaries as well. And that's going to free up a lot of money for me as well. And then we should be good. Hopefully, fingers crossed, once Spain is mine and once I'm making a profit again, hopefully I should be able to start building ships again and working on my trade empire. And obviously I do want to get to Antioch before the year 1204. So I do have a fair bit of time before that happens. But we're on the way. We're on the way. So I just need to, for this turn, since I don't have any money to spend, pretty much all I really have to do is get my armies ready. Obviously, this is when would have to send to Leon and do that. But then here, I do have to choose which, what units I want to send into this siege near Navarre, and then I do want to send another stack back to Aragon just to, keep a presence here, just to make sure that my allies, the good old French, don't want to turn on me and start a war with me as well. They are already at war with the Germans and the English, so hopefully they don't want to fight me, but they are kicking ass against the English, and I think they're pushing back the Germans as well, although I need to keep an eye on that. Since I have not played any campaigns as the Germans or the French yet in this game, I'm not really familiar with these territories and where the borders are and what territories belong to who. So I do need to keep an eye out on this development here with this war between the French and the Germans, just so I can, see what's going on and see how badly the French are kicking ass, because they usually do. They usually are kicking a lot of ass here in Central Europe, so I'm going to try to keep an eye on that. And this princess, too, I guess she can just kind of float around and kind of say hi to the people. I don't really, have much of a use for her right now, so she can just kind of keep scouting around. And, yeah, how are we doing out here? The Byzantines, I can't remember. Yeah, I do want to know how the Byzantines are doing. So actually, let's come down here and that's fine. That's fine. I'll just bring her down from there. Here's what I'm thinking. I want to go with Prince Sancho, even though, yeah, he's only a 3-star general, whereas Prince Fernando is a 4-star general, but he's a little bit younger, and I want Prince Sancho to get an easy battle here to maybe he can level up and get up to 4 stars with a nice easy victory here. So I'm just going to go with him. And yeah, I'm just pretty much going to go all mercenaries too, because I do plan on disbanding them, as I said before. So I may as well use them. I can't retrain them or anything like that. So once I get injured, you know, that's that. And yeah, I'll just get rid of them once I'm finished taking these territories. Also, I mean, it won't be right away. I do have to obviously man my borders. So I have to keep some of my mercenaries, but I can kind of try to, you know, disband some of them so I can make a profit, of course, off of my lands. So this is the army that's going to be sent in. I did have to use my actual archers and not mercenary archers because I don't have any mercenary archers, but that's going to be okay. That's going to be just fine. This is going to be plenty of soldiers to take out 53 men that are guarding this castle. And then I sent the rest of the troops back to Aragon to help defend Aragon. And then yeah, my king's army should be plenty to deal with Leon as well. So I think yeah, I think that's about it. Do I have anything to do with my... can't remember really what I was doing with my emissaries. I'm already allied with the French, so I don't know. Am I looking for wives? Oh yeah, that's what I might be doing. Let me check on the wife situation. So, Prince Fernando, are you married? Yes, you are. You can tell if they're married if there's a ring next to their portrait right here. So, Prince Fernando is good. And let's go down the line here. Prince Alfonso, what about you, sir? You are also married, 29 years old, so you are the eldest, are you? I keep pressing the wrong button. Yeah, so... And then Prince Sancho. And then how about you? Okay, so they're all married. So that's fine, I guess. So I don't really need my emissaries to be doing anything, I guess. Unless I want to use them to also kind of scout out Central Europe. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just kind of keep an eye on things. Franconia, Bavaria, Milan. Let's just kind of see what the situation is down here. So... yeah, that's all looking good. Let's just drop a save and end these sieges. First things first, my king is going to take on 3 units of Genites here, so this should be a piece of cake, because I have this guy right here, Mangonel crew. So this is, I'm pretty sure this is the third tier, or maybe fourth tier non-gunpowder siege equipment, weapon thing. I think so. I think that this is the most powerful non-gunpowder weapon that I can use. So this is going to be overkill when it comes to knocking down the walls of a wooden fort, but you know what? It will get the job done. Look at this behemoth. This is the Mangonel. It's huge. Look at how big it is. Look at how small these people are right next to it. Yeah, I think this is going to be overkill when it comes to what it's going to take to get into this building. I can't remember if I have shown siege equipment yet in this game, but here it is. So it's going to be just one piece of equipment per unit, which I think is a mistake. That's something that Creative Assembly, I think they fix in Total War or Rome Total War. I can't quite remember, but yeah, it's a little unfortunate because it does make artillery a little underwhelming, but this is going to be more than adequate to get the job done here. It's going to be able to punch a hole in this gate and move onward from there. Now, I do know that archers can use flaming arrows to burn down wooden walls. Now, I'd assume that that's not possible for brick or stone walls. I haven't tested that. I'm not, positive about that. I'm not sure how the whole flaming arrows thing works on upgrades for like the keep, which is the second tier of castle building. I have not tested any of this. So if you know the answer is like to what level are archers effective against castles when it comes to burning their walls down? Is it as obvious as, flaming arrows burns down wood? Is that as obvious as it gets, or is it a little bit more, complicated than that? Let me know, because I just haven't tested this out, so I'm not sure. In any case, let's kind of get right on into it. Oh, I also I really like this. I don't know if this is in Shogun, but this is in the way when I'm setting stuff up, because I want to set up my siege equipment to make sure that it can be in range, but I don't want it to be too close to where it's getting shot by archers inside the castle. So I use this. I just click on them and I look at this. The arrow's green, right? So I can hit it. But if I move it back out of the way, then it's red and I can't hit it. So I need to make sure that it is up here, but then this thing's in the way, so I can just click on this and move that. I didn't notice that until I played Medieval, so I don't know if that's in Shogun or not, but I just thought that was a funny thing that I never knew about after years of playing this game. So yeah, if this is in your way, you can just kind of move it around. Neat, huh? Anyway, let's kind of get on here, begin the battle, and let's start shooting in at that right away. And that's right away. Let's go in. It looks like I missed there. But on this side, I can just kind of send these archers up and start shooting at the walls here. And then I have my horse archers as well. They can come over here. They can also shoot at the walls, and same thing down here. Come up here, start shooting at the walls, and horse archers do the same thing, please. Holy moly, that's all it took, man. Yeah, that thing is very, very powerful. Wow. Yeah, that is all it took. It took like 4 shots to knock down that gate. So, man, is there anything else? See, it's just overkill. Like, I have nothing else to shoot now. Can I even hit these things? Yeah, try shooting the Genites, honestly. That'd be hilarious. If I can hit the wall of the Genites. Ooh, wait. Horse archers, what are you doing? Oh, can horse archers not shoot at the gate? Okay. Okay, well, it's a good thing that these are mercenaries, because I think I just lost a lot of my mercenaries. Oh, dear. Did I hit them with my own boulder? So, yeah, they can't shoot. Okay, so I'll just have them shoot their units inside. Okay. Okay, see, I'm learning things. I'm learning things here. I don't know all these answers yet. But my archers, my foot archers, are actually burning down this wall here. So let's send in my spears on this side. And then, yeah, same thing on this side. My guys, I didn't move them in time, so they're already running away, and that's too bad. Oh, well. Oh, well. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they are mercenaries, so they will be getting rid of pretty soon here. And let's move up my center. Start working there. And how's my mangonel doing? Are they, yeah, it'd be nice to get some boulders in here and start, like, taking down these Genites. Now let's move my spears up. Yep, let's get going here. And can I rally my horse archers? That'd be cool. They can start shooting at the enemy inside if I can rally them. Let's move my archers up here. And then let's bring my king and his company and unit of Genites up as well. And then, yeah, let's just kind of bring my spears right in. They can just start going right in and chopping down these Genites that are inside. And spears on this side. Go, go, go. Let's bring up my archers here in the back so they can start shooting Genites as well. And how's it looking on this side? Yes, we're still moving up. Horse archers, they did rally. Good for you guys. So you can move up as well. And let's go in here and start shooting, start killing some Genites here. So this is going to feel pretty good because, man, Genites are a really annoying unit. And being able to just kind of kill them in a siege here is going to feel very, very good indeed. Alright, come on, guys. You can kill the Genites. Come on. Don't let them just stand there and throw javelins at you. That's going to feel pretty dumb. So let's go in here and get the job done. Let's go over here and help out. And, yeah, archers are getting some shots in. And, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the Genites did very, very well against my basic spearmen on my left side. But in the middle, I do have feudal sergeants. So hopefully they will get the job done. I can also send my king in here as well. And let's make sure that my mangonel's not firing in there. I don't want to hit my own guys any more than I already have. So how are we doing here? Looks like the Genites are winning easily. They beat my feudal sergeants. That does not feel good at all. Yeah, Genites are a good unit. My god, yeah, I'm losing a lot of guys here. Looks like we are chopping down the Spanish Genites on this side. And Spanish Genites on this side. How about you guys go in here and help out this fight? Yeah, I could use help on this fight. So it looks like the enemy general is dead. Can I rally these feudal sergeants? That'd be kind of cool. Because right now I just have basic spearmen fighting up against 15 Genites. And yeah, they could use some help. So Spanish Genites of my own, go in there and help out. And now I don't want to friendly fire, so let's just send in my own archers in melee and send in my own horse archers in melee as well. Feudal sergeants rallied, so let's get in there, boys. Finish it up, and it looks like we did clean things up on the left side. So if we're all done on the left side, then let's bring these guys over to help out on the right side. And that's just about going to wrap things up. There's only like one guy left. Yeah, he is almost down, and there we go. So it's a bloody fight for sure. I lost 197 just to kill 117, but that does save me 2 turns, right? Because that was going to take 3 turns for me to starve that siege out. And now the promise is mine. I pillaged 1,400 florins. Holy man! So I'm already back in the green as far as treasury goes. Not my income necessarily, but at least I do have 600 florins in my treasury, which does feel good. And I will be making money off of Leon now, which is also going to feel very, very good indeed. Also, I don't know, this is something in Shogun as well. Honestly, like after all the time I've spent playing Shogun, it says this, right? Facilities destroyed. That's obvious, right? It's a facility that's just gone. But then facilities damaged. I've never noticed this being an actual thing. Because repairing facilities isn't a thing, right? Unless I'm wrong. Am I wrong? Is repairing do you have to repair facilities in this game? I know in the later Total Wars you do, but I've never noticed it in Shogun. I've never noticed it in Medieval. Is this just something I've completely overlooked for years and years? Let me actually, how about I take a peek right as soon as I'm done with this battle? So this is going to be Navarre, and yeah, another easy one it looks like. Really, really not much here as far as troops are concerned, but I'm going to have a much weaker artillery piece in this battle. I'm just going to have a ballista, which is going to be a tier 1. It's barely going to be enough to get me into the gate. Ballistas are not made to attack fortifications. They are made to attack people. But they will be enough to get through a gate of a, tier 1 castle. So it will suffice in that regard. I will say ballistas are pretty useless in general. Even against people, they're very, very inaccurate, which is unfortunate because you'd think it's a giant crossbow. Like, you just have to point and aim it, It's really dumb how bad it is at actually hitting anything. You would think at least it would be good against, like, units of cavalry, maybe, because it does have a really powerful shot. So you'd think that a ballista would be good at, like, picking off kings, or the king's bodyguards or heirs or something like that. But man, it just can't hit anything. It's so sad. But ballistas can be used in this regard. They actually can be used to help you get through a tier 1 castle earlier in the game. So in that case, it will get the job done. Here goes my scruffy mercenary army to get the job done, and I think that they will be sufficient. Because even though that there is going to be they have an extra bit of defense in this one. So they have the Mott, I believe. So this is going to be the hill in the middle. It's going to give them a little bit of a height advantage and give them a little bit of a hill to fight from, which is going to be good for them, but honestly it's not going to be too much of a difference. So let's just go up here and start burning down this wall on this side. I got my ballista firing at this gate, and hopefully we will take it down eventually. Yeah, it's going to be much weaker than the Mangonel, as you can see already. So let's move up my archers on this side so I can start shooting at this castle wall, and then bring up these soldiers here. Keep my king back here, and that's going to be fine. And let's just move up my soldiers in the center as well. My archers can start shooting at that castle gate eventually so that they can help this ballista take down this wall as well. So, yeah, what are you looking at? 17%? So it looks like my ballista is doing 7% damage per shot. And, that's okay, I suppose. What do we have inside? Archers, some Ginates, and some Royal Knights, and then 1 urban militia. So really not much. It's mostly just the archers. My archers on the flanks are getting through these walls, but in the middle, my ballista really needed some help from the archers to get through this gate. So now that my archers are firing here, they're going to burn it down pretty quickly. So I'm bringing my spearmen up as well, and I'll bring my javelin men up as well, and some militia sergeants to help out in the fight. Here on the sides, let's see, what do I got? Italian infantrymen, these are my spearmen. They can go up first, and then feudal men-at-arms, my swordsmen can go second. Horse archers, yeah, oh yeah, that's right, you can't fire walls. Okay, that's fine.
Gate is broken.
Move up here, and then where is the gate broken? Right here, okay. Where the gate is, obviously. So yeah, let's go. Spearmen, go right in here and start shooting or getting into archers. Javelin men, you can kind of stay back a little bit, but militia sergeants can go in as well. And militia sergeants, because you're anti-army, you're going to be really good at killing the Royal Knights. So let's go in there. Walls open on this side. Armored spearmen, go, go, go. Go after the Ginates. And mounted sergeants, you should be just made for killing Ginates, honestly. Archers, you can move up here. And let's see, archers, I don't really want you shooting into combat. You can get a little volley in on the Ginates before we get a charge going. Here, Italian infantry, go in here and kill this one urban militia. I think that you are going to be capable of doing that. And then feudal men-at-arms, actually no, Italian infantry, go help out against the Cav because you're made to fight Cav. Feudal men-at-arms, you kill the one urban militia, unless, yep, there we go, the horse archers shoot it first, which is obviously, that's pretty good too. Archers, you can stop shooting because I don't want you to hurt my own guys. Javelin men, go in there, and just everyone go in there with their swords and help out, because we don't need any friendly fire here. So yeah, archers, stop shooting, please. Go in here. Go in here. And feudal men-at-arms, that should be enough to clean things up. There's no one else here. There's no one inside this little mini gate inside. That'd be super, super annoying if that was the case, because then we'd have to, you know, burn down this door. And the whole time, this central tower, I'm pretty sure is firing arrows at us. I'm pretty sure it is, at least. I can't see any arrows being fired right now, but I thought that that was the case. I thought this shot arrows. And that's going to do the job. So I did lose 65 men and I killed 54, and that's going to be the end of the siege there in Navarre, and that feels really, really good. Sweet. I did pillage a bit of money there, not too much. Damaged 2 buildings, or damaged 1, destroyed 2. So, yeah, I'm going to be curious to see what the deal is, if there's any, like, you know, a damaged building that I need to repair or anything like that. So, what do I want to do with the rebels? Typically, so I just captured 3 guys. Okay, well, I don't really care. I just release them all. Maybe I can get a good, what do you call it? A good virtue for that. And then, what did I get? So my king is now a 3-star general. Good for you, man. Awesome. Marriage proposal. So, who wants to marry me? The Byzantines, but that would mean becoming their ally. So it's interesting. So when I marry someone else's princess into my family, that isn't necessarily a cause for, that's not a treaty or anything. But if I do marry my own princess off to another faction, it does become an alliance. So in this case, it's telling me, you know, if I would be allying with the Byzantines by accepting this marriage proposal, by letting them marry my princess, and that would end my alliance with the Egyptians. And do I really care? Honestly, I don't mind staying allied with the Egyptians for now. And I feel like the Byzantines are eventually going to steamroll the Egyptians anyway, so how about I don't do anything to help out the Egyptian or the Byzantines? So, yeah, I'm going to say no to this. Looks like I have another son on the way. Awesome. And Prince Alfonso, he is now brave beyond a belief. Fear is an unknown to this man. On the battlefield, he has no thought of danger or death, and his example leads others to perform great deeds. +3 valor and +3 morale. Awesome stuff. Nice. Great, 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 great. Awesome, cool. So, yeah, it sucks. I really thought that, yeah, I've already learned this lesson so far, but like, yeah, I thought in Shogun that when you actually stormed a castle, that's how you save the castle. But that's really not the case. So, I need to rebuild a castle or rebuild a fort here in Leon, which is really unfortunate. And then I did keep it here in Navarre, so it's a chance thing. It is a chance. Well, no, not necessarily. Let's see. So what do I have here? So I did keep. I'm trying to see. So it is a fort and a motte, and a motte is the second, or it's the first defensive upgrade. So it's that little hill in the middle. Basically, it's really, really subtle. And then the second upgrade is going to be this, where it's the motte and bailey. So the motte, as I just said, is the hill in the middle, and then the bailey is a second wall around the first wall. So in this case, the first defensive upgrade wasn't even destroyed either. Nothing was destroyed, and I attacked. I actually took this castle. Whereas in Leon, the whole thing just got demolished. So yeah, that's really interesting how that works. Okay. It's worth keeping an eye on that to see how consistent that plays out. Now, I do pretty much want to go right in and attack Portugal. However, I do need to be aware that I need to make sure that I keep the population loyalty in Leon as high as possible. So I will have to keep some troops there, but I do want to attack Portugal pretty much like right now if I could. I have 1,000 florins in the bank. Am I making any money right now? So I am making 784. That's nice. So I don't have to disband my mercenaries right now. I actually can hold on to them for a minute. But I do need to get governors for Navarre and Leon and Granada. And because I'm going to have issues with my population loyalty in Leon for a second, I do need to try to find a governor. Oh, it gives +2 loyalty for a governor. Okay, nice. And how is the zeal? Zeal's actually 53%. So when I'm looking for a governor for Leon, it's not enough to find someone with 4 acumen. I also want to find someone with some decent piety as well. I think that I've now found my new governors here. So for Granada, this one's pretty simple. All I need is 4 acumen. Granada is pretty simple to take care of. Their population loyalty is decent enough. So here is my 4 acumen guy, Don Garc Gonzalo. You're going to be the new governor of Granada. So there you go. Making 479, not bad. I can also bump this up. I'll keep this around 132 because if I go lower than 120 on the population loyalty, then there's a chance of a rebellion from the Almohads. Well, it's not rebellion. Actually, no. I think that's more of it's a resurgence. It's a faction reappearance. So if the Almohads had died, and then there's a territory that used to belong to them that's below 120%, then there's a possibility of a faction reemergence. But in this case, I don't know if there's much danger. I don't think you get rebellions just like a basic rebellion off of 117% loyalty. But just to be on the safe side, I will go with high taxes here in Granada. Now, as I was saying before, the issue of who's going to be governor of Leon is a little bit more complicated because I do want to be able to move on from Leon quickly and conquer Portugal. So, with that in mind, I found someone which may be the perfect candidate. Not quite. I mean, it would be better if he had some dread, but look at that piety. My goodness, this is a pious man. Don Rodrigo de Olivares. And 4 acumen to boot. So he might be perfect, but yeah, some dread would be better because it would also give me, the population loyalty, addition for Leon. And this is going to be a good experiment, I suppose. This is going to kind of help me see how much piety matters compared to dread when it comes to keeping high zeal provinces in line. So let's take a peek at it. So Leon, right now we're sitting at 162% with normal, but that's, with the full, half stack sitting there. So this is my guy. So let's do this. And what are we looking at now? So 182. So it went up by 20%. That's good. That's really, really good. So yeah, we found our guy for Leon. And I think we found our guy for Aragon as well. Or, sorry, Navarre. 4 acumen, pretty simple. Keep it simple. Navarre, +1 loyalty. And yeah, you have only 5 loyalty. So that works out. So let's Navarre sitting at 283. Give it to you. And we're sitting at 397. Man, that's not bad. So now my income is going to be up to 1,200. Sweet. I will take it. That looks good. Nice. And I can start building something in Navarre as well. Let's get that second tier defensive upgrade right away. It's only going to take 1 year and it's only going to cost 100 florins. Get that Bailey going, and then I can build a border fort as well, which is going to help spot enemy agents, and it's also going to give me another boost to my population loyalty in this province. So let's do that. I'm going to be working on that fort here in Leon. And now I do want to attack Portugal, so I need to find out what... Actually, you know what? Let's cancel this fort, because I want to get the border fort, which is going to give me that boost to my population loyalty. So let's do that first, and then the fort afterwards. And it's only going to take 1 turn to build that border fort, so that extra population loyalty will be available, as soon as this turn ends. So now I just need to find out who do I want to send to Portugal to take this province. Because if I did this, how's Leon? Pretty bad. But if I bring taxes to very low, it's not bad, honestly. Look at that. Okay. So if I send my king's army to Cordoba and then sent this army into Portugal, that would work. Lyon's still fine. Okay, okay, sweet. Well, I don't want to leave Lyon completely open because even though the rebels are typically pretty passive, they will still take an open territory, so I don't want to leave this completely undefended. What I will be doing is attacking with my King's Army from Lyon. I've decided to do this, and again, use most of my mercenaries except for a few other of my own soldiers, mostly archers in that case, as far as my own soldiers are concerned. And, yeah, I'll just leave a few soldiers behind just to kind of make sure that things are, you know, fine in Lyon. And I'll send some more mercenaries from Cordoba as well. I'll be leaving Prince Alfonso, which I think is my eldest son, here in Cordoba. Hopefully this will suffice. His army's a bit weakened for sure because I'm sending a lot of his units to Portugal. But hopefully the Elmheads don't attack in the meanwhile. And since I do have a mangonel already in my King's Army, I'm just going to disband this one because I don't need 2 mangonels at this point. I can save 60 florins per turn by disbanding this. So let's do that. And yeah, let's just kind of hope the Elmheads don't attack me. I mean, I guess I could... Yeah, I can train up more units. I'm already doing that. I just haven't been able to because I haven't had any money. So I should be able to start afford to be able to afford to start training units again in some of these provinces. So yeah, that should be fine. And once this is taken care of, then I can go back to building boats again to try to get this this trade empire going, but also try to get a link, a bridge, a sea bridge between me and Antioch. And yeah, that's going to feel very good. But for now, let's end this turn and take on Portugal. This could actually be a tough fight. They have a lot of Genites. And yeah, broad archers, but you know, it's still going to be kind of tricky. Because I am bringing a scrappy army, and that is for sure here. So yeah, I just want to make sure, what do I want here? Definitely don't want a 9-man unit of horse archers. But, you know, in reserve they might be useful. Do I want to trade out any of my units for a 15-man unit of horse archers? Is that worth it? Or do I want to stick with what I have here? I think I want to stick with what I have here. And that should be fine. So let's go into this and see if I can get this done. Right off the bat, we just have a horde of horsemen right in front of us. So let's use this time and try to get formed up as quickly as possible because they might end up being very aggressive against us. So yeah, let's try to get into formation. I have a bunch of archers. I have a decent bit of spearmen. But all of that counts for nothing if I don't have my spears in front of my archers. So, yeah, I need to get going here. If they want to go on the offensive and come at me, you know, that's going to make things easier, I think. Because right now I have a pretty decent hill position. Right now I'm looking at 3 units of Genites in front of me, and then 2 on my right flank, and then maybe 2 on my left flank as well. So they are doing a good job of getting a surrounding on me, but are they going to come right in? I mean, I do have spears in front, so interesting. In fact, I mean, once I get my guys grouped up, I can feel pretty comfortable about advancing down into them. I have a fair bit of cavalry as well. Like, these mounted sergeants should be able to do a pretty good job of beating a unit of Genites in combat. Horse archers can harass them as well because they outrange the Genites' javelins. And then on this side, I have my Khwarezmian cavalry, which is a good heavy cav. And then Hablars, which is a decent light cav that should also be able to chase down and beat a Genite in combat. I hope so at least, because I have not actually used Hablars before. I don't think I have. Yeah, but yeah, right now my archers are getting a really good job done in here and killing a bunch of Genites. So let's actually, I am tempted to kind of move down this hill a little bit and get into a better, because I prefer to be firmly on the down sloping face of a hill. That way my archers get a really good shot in. When archers are on top of the hill, then they sometimes don't have the best angle. So I'm going to try to maneuver my guys around a little bit here. I want to make sure that my flanks are protecting. So let's situate them like that. And then on this side as well, let's kind of form up my right flank right there. And then let's put my cavalry on this side right there. And then my cavalry on this side can also, let's see, reform up here as well, and that should be good. Alright, how are we looking? So, yeah, if the Genitates just want to keep on getting into range and I can keep shooting them with my archers, that's going to feel really good for me. Obviously, I will have to eventually go on the attack and actually, you know, try to hunt down some fast, you know, light cav, which is going to be really annoying. But like I said, I do have enough cavalry, but I just feel like if I can spend this time to weaken them, then my cavalry is going to go a lot further, right? Right now, they are sending their peasants in, and they're just getting, you know, mowed down by my archers. In fact, this archer is a little bit out of position, so I don't know what's going on with you. So you get up here so that you're not going to get charged by a bunch of peasants. And then, yeah, on this side, there's a pretty good push coming in on this side. So let's get some spearmen over here to try to defend on this side. And maybe bring my king over as well. And then, how are we looking? So maybe bring my mounted sergeants out on this flank to potentially get a little flanking charge in if they want to come into combat. How are we looking on this side? So they want to stay off on that side, that's totally fine. That leaves my units in the center open to kind of move where they want to move. Let's bring over my feudal men-at-arms as well. This is a good unit of swordsmen, which will just cut through urban militia, peasants. Any infantry that they have here will just really die quickly to my feudal men-at-arms. And in the meantime, we're just going to continue to get shots on them with my archers and my horse archers as well. So this feels good. Feudal men-at-arms, you can come down here and kill these urban militia. I do have a height advantage, so I should be able to win this. My spearmen might be able to even win this without my feudal men-at-arms. Yeah, it says that urban militia are losing badly. And then feudal sergeants on this side, don't let the peasants get in on the archers there, so kind of drive them off, please. And then how are we looking on this side? Ooh, they're getting a little bit close. Hoblars, I am tempted just to kind of chase them off. Hoblars going to charge here, and then, yeah, they're already running away. That's just they're gonna be really annoying. They're just trying to get close enough to throw their javelins. And how about chase here and then chase here? Let's see if we can catch them. And how about on this side? How are we doing? Peasants. Okay, so the Genitates are going right in on my spearmen. That's a really brave move for them. And these peasants are actually holding on. My god. Okay. That's really shocking. So mounted sergeants come in for a flanking charge here. And then royal knights as well. I'll send my king down to try to help out in this fight. And then woodsmen. This is an axe unit. They can come down and try to help out as well. Because I feel like we're going to be okay on this side. Yeah, we're just driving them off, but I feel like my hoblars are running away? Oh, no. Okay. Wow. Okay. I don't know how that happened. So archers turn around here and here. And yeah, Khwarezmi and cavalry, please get back here. I don't want you to... Because they're just going to get like hounded by 2 units of Genitates and they're going to get killed. So I don't want that to happen. And how are we doing on this side? Yeah, mounted sergeants, you need to get in here and, you know, get a decisive flanking attack in here on these royal knights. And then now they're going to get flanked by these Genitates. So let's see, let's try to bring my feudal men-at-arms and my spearmen down to help out in this fight here. According to the kill ratio, it looks like we're doing pretty good, but we got some javelin men coming down here. So let's get my horse archers down, and desert archers, you can come down here as well. It looks like we should be winning this, I think. There's 31 Genitates here. My mounted sergeants are running away. My god. Man, the light cav is not doing well. But my king is doing okay. Looks like he has not lost a single man in his unit, so he can ride down these javelin men here. And we're driving away these Genitates on there on this side. Now let me go over to the other side and check out to see how things are doing. With Genitates in combat. Okay, well, let's go fight them with my spears and my feudal sergeants here. And my hoplars did come back from routing, so they can hopefully try to chase down these units of Genitates as well. That should be good. Nice. That's looking good. Mounted sergeants, please stop running away. Be useful, please. You can chase down these 2 Genitates I hear right there. And let's see, my king, he's getting a little bit ahead of himself. Man, there's still this unit of Genitates fighting. Okay. How about horse archers? Try to help out here. And let's see, go on engage at will and try to drive off. Let's see, mounted sergeants, go after those guys there. And let's see, my king's kicking butt, I think. He's running down these javelin men here, and then I can send him after these Genites. He probably should be able to beat those Genites. Let's shoot here and here against those Genites and try to get them down. And how are we doing on this side? Looks like we did drive off that unit of Genites. That feels pretty good. Field sergeants come back. The enemy general is dead. And let's send my heavy cav to help my light cav to try to wrangle down. Yeah, now they're running away. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I feel like the enemy did really help me out by attacking me on my hill, because if I just had to chase that army all around the map, that would have been super, super annoying. That would have been so annoying. But this actually worked out pretty well. If I can try to kill as many of these units as possible, then I won't actually have to fight them in a siege. So let's see if I can actually wrangle down these Genites and kill them all before they leave the map. Probably not possible, but I can try. And I can also... I can also kill these captured soldiers, just so that they don't end up in a castle as well. I don't know if that's how that works, because this is a rebel faction, and captured soldiers need to be ransomed back, and I don't know how that works with rebel factions. I might have just killed those men for no reason. I'm not sure. And that's going to do it. So yeah, I only lost 213 and I killed 466. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, sweet. I feel good about it. Yes, Portugal is now mine. Let's see, the French are doing well. Their technology is unsurpassed. Good for them. Navarre has that second tier defensive upgrade for that castle that's built, that Bailey. And then Leon has the border fort, which is complete as well. The poet of courtly love. In his many verses, Chrétien de Troyes retells the stories of Arthur, Lancelot, Genevieve, and the Knights of the Round Table in great and glorious detail. His words speak of the joys and pleasures of romance and love, distracting many from more religious thoughts, minus 10% zeal in all of France. Shame. Shame on them. Vice and Virtue Summary. Don Felipe de Molina, secret adultery, so nothing has been found out yet. But once people find out that he is an adulterer, then he's going to lose some piety. And then King Philip I, scant mercy. He has killed prisoners without hesitation. Hey, I hesitated. I thought for like a good second. When it looked like the battle might go against him. Plus 1 dread. Yeah, it's okay. It is okay. Portugal, don't be sad. Don't be sad, Portugal. So yeah, just so you know, Portugal is like one of those provinces that's really, really hard to keep happy. And that actually is a real thing. There are provinces in this game, as well as Shogun, that have, what's the word for it? A more difficult populace than other provinces. And Portugal is one of them. It's actually on a tier system. It's like 1 through 5 or 1 through 3 or something. Some provinces have like a decent time. Other provinces have a really hard time. And Portugal is it's like a tier 5. Like they are one of the most rebellious provinces on the whole map, along with I think Scotland, and I think I want to say something over here is pretty bad as well. I can't remember which one. But yeah, there's a few provinces that are really high up there when it comes to how difficult it is to keep them happy. Portugal is like number 1. Like you have to keep a stack of peasants in here, basically. Like they are not happy folk when it comes to being conquered. Which is a good thing when you have an enemy in Portugal. Then you basically just have to like send some agents in there, and you're going to cause rebellions all of the time. So taxes on very low. It's going to keep population loyalty at 120%. That's okay with me. And how long before this castle falls? 4 years? Yeah, I don't think so. No. There's only basically just a unit of Genite in there. So I'm just going to kind of go in there with my mangonel and knock down the walls and kill everyone that's in that castle and, yeah, take over Portugal. That's going to feel very, very good indeed. Now I can start building that fort in Leon and that border fort in Navarre. My treasury is up to 1,700. My income is up to 1,400. Oh, man, everything is feeling good right now. Feeling really, really good. Sweet. You know, I think without, really waiting, let's just start Do I ships now or ships after I take this castle? Ships now, ships now. I think ships now. I don't want to wait. How many provinces? 1, 2, 3, 4 more ships before I border Antioch. Let's start building ships right now. It's going to cost 700. Man, barks are expensive. That's okay, though. I want to get going on that. That's still going to leave me with 1,000 florins to, you know, build the other things that I need to build. Yeah, that's going to be fine. That's going to be fine. I'm going to have enough money for that. So yeah, I just have to take out this castle here in Portugal, and then I can start building up my trade income, because Portugal is going to have crazy trade with wax and olive oil. I can have trade in Lyon, and once I get my boats going here all the way around the map, I'm going to be making a ton of money off of Spain. And now Spain is finally in my hands. Man, my opening for Aragon felt really, really slow. But this feels really good now. This feels good. Spain's now mine. I'm allied with my neighbors in the Almohads and the French. And all I really need to focus now is on building up to this crusade here in Antioch. And taking Antioch is going to feel really good too, because Antioch also has incredible trade potential. So in any case, that's all going to have to wait until the next episode. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this one. And thank you very much for watching. I've been Conostep, and this has been Medieval Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.